I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network, and this is a breaking news alert, an update from Judge Raymond Deary, the special master's proceedings out in the Eastern District of New York. You'll recall that Judge Raymond Deary ordered that the FBI produce its final inventory log list by September 26th, and then he's ordered that Donald Trump respond to that list by September 30th, with Donald Trump having to respond with an affidavit under penalty of perjury whether he believes as to each item on this inventory list that the FBI is telling the truth, or if they're lying, or if he disputes their characterization of what is going to be in that list. That's really, really big news. I'll explain to you why I think that's devastating for Donald Trump. But first, let me explain to you what's on this FBI inventory list. It's mostly similar to the previous detailed inventory list that they submitted to Judge Eileen Cannon when she asked for it. We got 99 magazine, newspapers, press articles, and other printed media, 2 U.S. government documents with confidential classification markings, 15 U.S. government documents with secret classification markings, 7 U.S. government documents with top secret classification markings, 74 U.S. government documents, photographs without classification markings, 43 empty folders with classified banners, right? These are folders that say classified, but its contents are missing, and 28 empty folders labeled return to staff, secretary, military aid. Again, these are 28 empty folders that say return to staff, secretary, military aid. This is all stuff that Donald Trump stole. And in this updated inventory submitted to the special master, there's an additional 55 government documents and photos that are not classified. There are 2 fewer empty folders with classified markings than the original, but still there's 43 classified empty folders with classified banners, and then but the overall number of classified documents remain the same. So now Donald Trump has to respond to this by September 30th. And here's the thing. Normally a criminal defendant in this situation would shut up. Any criminal defense lawyer would tell someone like Trump, be quiet, don't say anything here. But now that Donald Trump has initiated the special master process, he got the special master who he even requested, Judge Raymond Deary, and Raymond Deary says, no, now you have to respond under penalty of perjury to the list that the Department of Justice just submitted about whether these documents were there and what your claim is to each of these documents. If you're claiming that these documents are planted or whatever, you need to respond if you believe this to be accurate. Now, here's the thing. For Donald Trump to do that, in essence, he would be waiving his Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination, where he would invoke the Fifth, the same way Donald Trump, when he was asked by Tish James about the valuations of his various properties, what did he do when he was asked very direct questions? So tell me about the valuation of Trump Tower. Tell me about the valuation of Mar-a-Lago. Tell me about the valuation of Trump Soho. I plead the Fifth. I plead the Fifth. I plead the Fifth. Here, Donald Trump initiated the special master process. So is he now going to invoke his Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination in his response on September 30th? Or is he going to now have to respond, as he's being ordered to do, by Special Master Judge Raymond Deary, and by saying that these documents were there? In essence, he will be having a declaration that will be stipulating to the crime. In essence, he is serving on a platter to the FBI his guilt. Like, I can't stress enough why this was the single worst strategy ever to appoint the special master for this process, to appoint Judge Raymond Deary, a no-nonsense judge from the Eastern District of New York, the former chief judge, former FISA court judge, who is very much aware of how confidential records are handled, because he handled foreign surveillance matters, and how Trump went down this rabbit hole. He even hired this lawyer, Christopher Keese, who is a foreign agent of Maduro in Venezuela, who Trump utilized his Save America organization, which is being itself criminally investigated for its conduct in connection with the January 6th insurrection. That organization paid Christopher Keese $3 million. And what's the result? You got the Alina Habba shit show. You got the Christina Bobb shit show. You got Christopher Keese. You got Jim Trusty now, all getting Donald Trump in the situation where, well, granted, Donald Trump put himself in the situation by stealing our top secret, sensitive, compartmented information and then going on and spreading all this disinformation. But his lawyers put him in a far worse situation from the perspective of being a criminal defendant who's now has to do these declarations under penalty of perjury. And this is just the first step. After he submits these declarations under penalty of perjury, they then go through line by line by line a spreadsheet by the Department of Justice as to each and every document. And Donald Trump then has to claim, is it personal property? Is it a presidential record? Why does he have these records? And he has to give descriptions as to each. Meanwhile, Judge Raymond Deary hired an assistant, a former magistrate judge by the name of Judge Orenstein, and that person is billing, that retired judge is billing Donald Trump at $500 an hour to go through all of these records. And there's more than, I read you the handful of documents that were there, but in addition, there's over 11,000 documents that were obtained during the search warrant at Mar-a-Lago. And so a lot of work, a lot of money that's going to be billed to Donald Trump. And if he doesn't pay under Judge Raymond Deary's order, he could be held in contempt immediately. Like Judge Raymond Deary has very specific payment requirements, knowing that Donald Trump often doesn't pay his bills. But now Donald Trump is stuck in a situation where what's he going to do with his Fifth Amendment rights? And is he going to further incriminate himself? Well, stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on what's going to happen on September 30th. But this is the update for now. I'm Ben Meiselas for the MeidasTouch Network. Hey, we're almost at 1 million subscribers. Hit the subscribe button right now. And one of the ways you could help grow this independent media channel directly, if you want to get involved, go to patreon.com/MeidasTouch. That's patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Thank you so much. I'm Ben Meiselas. Until next time.
At MeidasTouch, we are unapologetically pro-democracy, and we demand justice and accountability. That's why we're spreading our message to Convict 45. That's right, gear up right now with your Convict 45 tees and pins at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.